Hello and welcome to my creative space. Thank you so much for joining me on another DIY video. Today I have more Christmas DIYs. I know you're gonna love them, so let's jump right in. For this project, I'm going to use two of these Dollar Tree wooden planks. They're 2 by 18. I'm going to use green paint. Ignore the candle holder. We're not going to use it. And I'm going to use some greenery. We'll need another extra piece and you'll see. First thing I'm going to do is take my first wooden plank and I'm going to mark at 5.5 inches. Then I'll trace that line. I'll mark it again. And then the bottom line is going to be, the bottom piece is actually going to be like about 7 inches. So then I'll take the other piece, I'll mark those lines, and then using my saw I'm going to trim those pieces. Now here are all the pieces together. What I'm gonna need is a bottom piece, and I did not have a Dollar Tree wooden plank that I could use, so I will be using that scrap of wood, but Dollar Tree does carry those wooden planks. You could definitely grab them from there. I believe this one measures about 9 inches. I needed that to be a little bit longer. That's why I don't end up using the Dollar Tree one. Now I'm going to start gluing the first 3 pieces. As you remember, we have a longer one. That one's going to go at the bottom, and then I'll place the other 2 small ones. Now off camera, I do the second one, and here they are. Now I'm going to take this green paint I found at Hobby Lobby. It was only 49 cents. It's a pretty good color. They had different colors and I've never seen them before. I believe it's called Crafty, but very, very good quality for a 49-cent paint. I highly recommend it. Now, to help this process go a little faster, I'm using my Hebe Crafter heat gun to dry this paint off so we can move to the next step. Now, here are my 3 pieces together. I'm going to be taking my 2 pieces, and I'm sure you already know what we're making. We're making a little Christmas tree out of wood. Now, I'm going to add a little bit of glue to the bottom piece, just a little bit to where it's going to hold our piece. Now we will reinforce it here in a second. I do end up adding a little bit of glue on the other side as well, just a tiny bit, because I don't want that to push up and then have lumps of glue. Then I will add some glue to the top, and with a silicone finger cover, I'm gonna wipe it because I don't want that to be a big bump, and then we're gonna paint this later. Now once it's dry, I knock it down so I can add a lot more glue very carefully, because remember, we did not put a lot of glue there. So I take that little tree and you can already see what it's looking like, and then I add a lot of hot glue. And this glue gun is actually very, very good. It heats up really hot, and then when it dries, it really tightens those things and rarely come apart. Check out the link in my description box. Now, while that dries down, I take this fluorofoam. This is an optional step. From there, you can decorate it however you want, but I think this is a super, super cute. So I take that fluorofoam and then I add a bunch of moss to it. I glue it to the sides. That way, it doesn't come apart. Then once it's all glued together, I am going to take some greenery and we will decorate it. Now this greenery is from Walmart. I bought it last year. I had it laying around and I was like, I really love that one, so I'm gonna use it. So I cut little pieces. I also add some of the Dollar Tree, those with the white berries. It's from Dollar Tree, and then I end up taking those berries off later because I don't like them. As you can see now, I'm gonna remove them because I just didn't think it went with the colors I had in mind. So I removed the white berries and I just used the greenery. Then once I add all the greenery I want there, then I'm gonna add this adorable Santa that I found at Dollar Tree. It's super cute. I really like him and I think it gives it that pop of Christmas we need. Then I'm gonna add a few ornaments as well from Dollar Tree, and I think they go so well with the colors I got going on, and I'm gonna place 4 of them in there. And now it's time to put our piece together, and this turns out super cute. I absolutely love it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let's take a look at the end result. Creative Squad, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're loving the first DIY. Don't worry, I got more coming. I wanted to stop and say hi and also remind you that there is many more DIYs on my channel that are so good and I know you're gonna love them. So check the link down below in my description box. Also, don't forget to check my Instagram, especially TikTok, because I do post other content that does not make it to this channel and I know you're gonna love. Thank you so much for watching. Let's jump back into the video. Creative Squad, for this project, I'm going to use that Wreath Floral Foam, a bag of scented potpourri. I hope I'm saying that right. I had no idea that's what it was called. Anyways, I'm going to need some ribbon. I'm also going to use, you can either use a sign from Dollar Tree. I'm going to be using that wooden round that I already had on hand. And then I'm going to use a wooden dowel. It can be as thick as you want. And then some white spray paint. First thing I'm going to do is take the floral wreath and we are going to add the wooden dowels. Those measure 6 inches, and then I'm gonna use a pencil to create the hole, and then I'm gonna put the wooden dowels there. Then after that, I'm gonna add some hot glue and I'm gonna glue those down. I do stand it up, that way I can see that the wooden dowels are straight. And then once that is there, we are going to move to add this scented potpourri, I think it's called. Anyways, we're gonna use that to cover up the entire wreath. I use hot glue to glue those down, and then it takes a little bit of time, so be patient. I thought this was going to be fast, but it's not. But I promise you it's going to be so worth it. It looks so good at the end. Now I'm going to do different sizes. They don't need to be the same. I used everything this bag had and I had very little left. Then once I am done, and this is what it looks like on both sides, and don't worry, those holes we're not gonna see them. Next, I take a lighter and run it all around to burn those little strings down. Then after that, we're gonna take it outside and I'm going to spray paint it. I do a whole bunch of spray paint. Just make sure everything is covered up, but that you're not able to see that floral wreath. And then don't forget the wooden dowels too. Now here is what it looks like once it's all painted. Now next step is placing this on top and see where we're going to be drilling holes so we can stick this on there. Now once I figured it out, I went with my drill. I set this on top of a little box I had just to make sure that I wasn't gonna like drill my table, and I ended up drilling the box. So there is that. The next one was a little bit easier and I didn't drill anything else but what I was supposed to. Then here is our 2 pieces. Now I'm gonna add some hot glue, a little bit of glue, because I don't want this to like come up and like make a mess, so just a little bit. Then I place my wreath right on top, and this is what it's looking so far. Then you can leave it as is, or you can add any decoration you want. Now I end up using these ribbons from Dollar Tree, and I did a little simple bow. Then once I was happy with the size I wanted it to be, then I just trim it, dovetail the ends, and that is all for this project. It was so easy to do. I really love the look of it, and let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let's take a look at the end result. For this project, I'm going to be using that candle holder we did not use earlier. I'm going to use one of these Christmas ornaments from Hobby Lobby, a candle, and some green spray paint. I'm going to use some ribbons from Dollar Tree and some random greenery I had. We used it on the first project as well. First thing I'm going to do is take my green spray paint and we are going to spray paint our candle holder. Now it was about to rain, there was a storm coming, so I was trying to hurry up. Once I spray painted, I left it outside to dry and we move on to the ornament. Now I'm sorry this part of the video looks blurry. I did not realize my camera was dirty, so I am so sorry. But the point here is I'm going to paint this ornament. I did not want a lot of colors going on, but I did absolutely love that green color we used earlier, so I used it for the pine trees. And then I used some white for the snowflakes and the snow, and then the rest I am going to be using some gold paint that I already had. All of these paints will be linked in the description box if you're interested. You can also just paint this one color and you'll be done. I absolutely love these ornaments. Like I said, I picked them up from Hobby Lobby. They were $240 something and they had 50% off, so you get 2 of them, and I think it's a great deal. Be sure to check them out because they have adorable Christmas decorations. So yeah, there is that. Now the next tip is to grab my greenery. I don't show this part because I feel like I do this all the time, but if you need me to include it in every single video, I absolutely don't mind. Now I just take some greenery, tie it together, then I just did that little red bow, glue it right on top, and then I'm gonna take our Christmas ornament that we just painted and we are going to glue that right behind. And then after that, all is left is to place our candle holder in the back. The idea is to make it glow and then reflect those shapes on the ornament. I think it does a okay job. I think I need a stronger, or I guess a brighter candle, but overall I really love this DIY. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and let's check out the end result.